Wait a minute, what am I doing? Two men and a what? Two friends from film school, one who graduated, one who did, and they decided to make a podcast. Okay, this has never been done before, right? Okay. This is Matthew and Harrison's Two Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds like.
Yeah, we're anti-pregnancy, pro-Catholic.
Since when? Okay, first off, you can't be both. Second off, since when were we anti-pregnancy? To bring life into this universe.
I think
the ultimate
I don't like kids. I have nothing against people having kids. Current scenario aside, where maybe it's not the best thing to do.
Sure.
But like the concept of having a kid, whatever. I just don't like kids.
I thought this was. Oh, sorry.
I don't like pregnancy. I just don't like it.
Oh my goodness.
Just go for it. You learn to talk over him.
Yeah, we're on different tracks, so it works.
I thought that this was explicitly an anti-pregnancy podcast since the beginning.
I mean, I've always thought it was. I'm pretty anti. I don't like pregnancy. I think it's close to body horror. I think if I on a given day, if I had a choice between watching like David Cronenberg's The Fly or seeing a pregnant person, I would take The Fly every time. It's because that's on a screen. It creeps me out. Everything about it, and I think I could have made it better. I think if I were to design pregnancy, I would have done it better, which is my main argument for intelligent design not being a thing.
How would you have designed pregnancy?
Okay, first off, cartilage hips.
Sure.
Okay, maybe it opens like a pelican's mouth and the baby just comes out.
Okay.
More stretchy stuff in the woman so that it doesn't like rip her body apart when it's growing.
Sure.
The organs shouldn't get compressed. There should be some expansion happening there. Maybe she gets a bit taller during pregnancy.
And then it shrinks down or just keeps the height?
As much as I like tall MILFs, I'll say shrinks back down to the normal height.
So do you think it should be keeps the height during pregnancy age after you've had the baby and then shrinks in menopause?
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
You seem to be making this scarier, though. Like, you literally just said that the hips open like a pelican's mouth.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. That's the doctor's job.
How is that not more scary?
Well, because it's all the like tearing. It's such a destructive thing. I think that like if a woman's like, oh, I'm having a baby in a restaurant now, it's just blood ripping, like the flesh is tearing, there's surgery has to be done. But if a woman's like, oh, I'm about to have my baby, there's no doctor, and she just opened her legs and a baby came out, like it went whoop, like her hips just expanded a bit, and it went, it'd be normal. We'd all be cool with it. That's how it would work.
Yeah, I guess if that's how it started from the beginning. If we're implementing this right now, that would be a nightmare.
I think it would be cool and everyone would like it because like the hips, her hips would just get slightly bigger. There's no tearing or ripping, and the baby just falls out. It would look no different than someone like doing the split, like the splits or something, Like,
I'm imagining Predator's mouth opening up.
No,
and letting a baby out.
I was imagining just kind of like a horizontal movement where the hips just kind of open up a bit. They're stretching, but it's not like tearing.
So you still have dilation and expansion.
Yeah.
How long does labor last in your world? Is it instantaneous, or is there time?
It's like a giraffe, like how the giraffe just like falls out of the mom. Same with horses.
Okay, but I'm guessing because
start to finish 5 minutes.
Okay, sure.
It's coming beforehand, but the whole process.
But then, how would a doctor be able to get there in time?
Well, it's happening. You're like, oh, I feel it. My body's prepping for droppage.
So from droppage to baby is 5 minutes.
Yeah, but
how does a doctor get there in 5 minutes?
Well, I'm saying it's coming. Like the whole process of getting baby out, that's 5 minutes. But the body gets ready for that.
So that's okay.
Yeah, there's more time there. Nothing's happened. It's just.
So it's labor and then the actual delivery.
Yeah. I guess I'm separating.
Why don't they just control it?
I think a woman could hold it in.
Oh, I'm gonna have the baby, but I have full control. Yeah, that's okay.
When you'd still
in now.
Yeah, I just don't trust.
Why don't we just have the baby on the outside of the body the full time?
Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like what is it, a quado?
Would that strengthen people's pro-life argument, though? Not strengthen the argument, but strengthen their beliefs that they could literally see the thing.
No, because I think more people would see the fetus, and they'd be like, oh, maybe they'd be like, that's not a person.
It'd be a lot easier to get rid of those guys, too.
Yeah.
If they were on the outside of the body.
Yeah, okay.
Abortion deaths go way down. Doctors go, okay.
It's like popping a pimple? No,
No,
I don't-
that's no taking it off.
Okay. Oh, well, the hand motion you
a
did
doctor's
was
not gonna
like-
just like pinch it.
I was like, Jesus Christ, dude! This is an audio medium.
Yeah,
Purposefully,
I'm dating this
but, like,
girl, and she's really into pimple popping videos and fetus popping videos. It's kind of fucked up.
I think there should be a way that you only get pregnant when you want to be.
Maybe there's like a little thing, something that like shows when the baby's about to come out, like a gauge, a biological gauge of some sort.
Or like on your wrist, like a countdown.
On your wrist, I was thinking like on tummy, maybe like there's a little like spot that when it's fully darkened, you're like, oh, the baby's about to, it's gonna happen.
But yeah, I'm thinking like, I mean, we could almost.
We know when
entirely-
we have to shit, right? We know when we're about to shit, but we're not shitting. So I think it's just a similar thing where it's like, I'm going to have this baby in like an hour.
But no, I'm thinking like in your perfect, intelligent design pregnancy world, like humans should be able to like semi have like duck ovaries without the dark reasoning.
Yeah.
That like they could choose when they become pregnant more realistically. Like I know ducks have that because like
I think we're going to go
animals-
with that one senator's thing where it's not they can choose to be pregnant, they can choose not to be pregnant.
Sure.
They can be like, "Nah," and like it just kills the sperm.
Shoot it back out. Shoot it back out
Shoot it
and
back,
back
out.
in.
Yeah. They have really powerful.
You can reuse it.
Okay.
Like it flushes. It's
Okay. I like this idea.
also the baby comes out and it can crawl.
Also, 3 dudes discussing how to improve pregnancy is pretty cool. Is all
Yeah,
I'm
well, it's
saying.
not problematic because I'm the,
Chat, is pregnancy kind of chopped? Sorry, I'm bringing the Gen Z audience in.
it's not problematic because I'm the closest thing to God every day as we get closer to 2028 when I become God Emperor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's stated on this podcast. Everything on this podcast is truth. Welcome to the Two Men in a Movie podcast, where each week one man shows another man a movie he can't believe he hasn't seen. As always, I'm your soon-to-be giant worm God Emperor, Matthew Olenchek, joined as always by my loyal vizier. Now, you're going to be the Pope, right? You're the
Yeah, I'm
Pope.
gonna be the
Then my
Pope.
future Pope of me, work husband Harrison Poole. And this week we are joined by our number one fan,
The Muad'Dib.
Philip the Muad'Dib, which makes him his son. Because the worm,
yeah.
or grandson, something. Descendant.
I guess that, yeah, in this situation, you would be my child.
Yeah.
I would be the Pope of your child. Anyway.
Philip watched as his wife opened her legs and I just dropped down and began to crawl.
All right. You picked. I mean, the guest always picks the movie. You picked the movie this week, Philip.
I picked Minority Report, one of the greatest films released in 2002.
I think it's weirdly named because there's only like one black guy in this movie.
Well, that's actually not what so the Minority Report, not the Sam Cedar
There's 2 women,
thing on
though.
YouTube, is what they call. It's kind of plot relevant, actually.
It just dropped too. They don't really. They just kind of say like this is what it's called. And they move on.
Yeah, they say it and then they say it 6 times in the same scene.
Yeah, and they're like, just so you know what it is. So you're not like, what's the name about? I've only seen one black person.
Despite the fact that this movie is 2.5 hours long, it is pretty tight for the first 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Also, I just want to get this out of the way because I'm all about improving things: pregnancy, society, religion. I know it's not the best outcome for like what they want to do. They should have just. I feel like you'd lose a lot of the ethical problems with the program if you just arrest the person after the crime.
Well-
You lose the ethical problems
Because
but
then
like,
it's a deterrent. It's still you're still gonna get the meditated ones.
So it's a break a few eggs to make an omelet situation. You have to like let a dozen to 2 dozen people die for the.
I mean, the murder
long-term
rate's
effect
still
of-
going to go way down if you
Yeah.
know that as soon as you commit the murder, there's a cop waiting outside the house who's going to walk in like, dude, you're under arrest.
But how many people think they're going to get away with it though? How many people have that like, I mean, not narcissism, but that like solipsistic like I'm better than everyone kind of thing that they think they're going to get away
That's
with it.
precox. I don't think they would be able to, or at least like come in when it's happening.
I mean, he wasn't able to see Colin Farrell's death.
Stabbed her once
Danny Whitwer.
Danny
The
Whitwer.
best character in the movie.
He's really good.
He's really
Stabs her once with scissors. They come in. You're trying to murder this woman. That's a crime. It doesn't have to be murder. Haul her away. Just EMT is already
Yeah,
here.
but then they can't halo them and trap them in some sort of mind prison
Yes.
forever for the rest of their life.
It's very questionable.
So I have been on record that I am not the biggest sci-fi guy. This to me is like my favorite kind of sci-fi.
Cyberpunk.
I mean, cyberpunk, but like to me, I've said, I don't know if I've said this on the pod, but to me, Looper is perfect sci-fi.
You've said this on the pod.
Because rules don't matter. Like, they matter just enough for them to be plot relevant, but like you don't have to do tons of research to understand like the lore of the world. It's truly just like these people, they're drug addict children, they see the future. Like,
I mean, I think again, I'm always batting for it. I think it's the same with Dune the movie. The spice gives you visions. Why? Because it's from a worm. They don't explain shit in that movie.
Yeah, but this one's even more like on the surface level, so shallow.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is like the epitome of a dad movie.
like
They're like, plant woman did science. Plants are living. People are living. So it works. And now they see the future.
yeah.
But only when they're dreaming, except also when they're awake. And then it becomes Next, my favorite Nicolas Cage movie, which we brought to this podcast.
Okay. Yeah, this movie rips. Also, this movie was made directly before 9/11. And it's
Yeah.
so weirdly prescient of like what a post 9/11 world was going to turn into.
Well, it kind of is like about the kind of, I don't know how to say this, like the loss of liberties in a lot of ways.
The Patriot Act.
It really
Yeah.
is. In a way that, like, I've said this, but like 28 Days Later is the same thing, that even though it was made before 9/11, it feels like it was made, like, in 2 weeks after. Like, it has that, like, weird, like, nihilistic rage. And maybe I just don't remember, but there was something brewing in the world at that time.
Really, a very popular book around that time period was The End of History, which said we did it. There's no more war or conflict. We solved everything.
But something was in the water that they were able to just predict that one of, if not the greatest national tragedy to happen on U.S. soil, was going to happen, and all of the art released immediately.
I assume they were
afterwards.
like pessimistic, and they're like, it's been too good for too long. Something's got to happen.
Music around that same time, similar, like Wilco's Yankee Hotel Foxtrot was released in 2002, but it was finished in early 2001, but was just put on hold for over a year. And like that album feels like reckoning with a post 9/11 world, and it's so weird.
Is that one of those underground bands?
Wilco?
You don't know Wilco?
It's one of those underground bands you listen to?
Oh, shut up.
I
No, okay.
don't think Wilco.
So there's he has an ex-coworker. I have a coworker who is convinced that I listen to the most underground music in the world because the only band he ever listens to is Shinedown.
To be fair, a solid choice.
Sure, but it's the only band he listens to, and so anything that's not Shinedown or Blink-182 is the most underground shit in the world.
I don't even know what Shinedown is, and I don't know if that is like aging me. Like,
Yeah,
but
it's showing the
to me,
propeller
if
head.
someone says that, I would say like, is that one of your underground bands?
Shinedown
So-
was like Creed adjacent. They're like that era where everyone's
Post-grunge.
post-grunge, yeah. What's their big song?
So,
The one where it's like, I just saw Haley's comet, she waved. So why you always
Yeah.
running in place? That one?
yeah, okay.
When
we're
everyone's saying like that?
honestly, that's
So on peak.
we might be able to legally get away with that. It sounds so different from the original.
No, I think we're
version.
gonna get flagged 'cause that's perfectly how he sings it.
Okay, but
It's like everyone was like with Creed, with arms wide open.
anyway, so
2002 rocked, man.
Minority Report. Why were we? Oh, that this was made directly before 9/11, but feels like the most post 9/11
The
movie in the
coolest
world.
time period is seeing this movie and remembering Shinedown exists. We used to be a country.
This is what they took from us.
This is what they took from us. Like all these fucking Gen Alphas and the youngest Gen Zs don't remember how good things used to be. Now they got fucking Lamadoos and TikToks.
Are you talking about Labubu's?
Yeah,
What'd you just say?
Lamadoos, TikToks, the Jonas Brothers,
Tinder.
Labubu. Is that what it's
Clouds.
called? Labubu.
Yeah, Labubu.
Apparently, you can order on the website, and as soon as it's like a blind box, but as soon as you order it, it tells you which one you got.
That's lame.
Well, that way, if you didn't get the one you want, you'll buy another blind box, and then it'll tell you if you got it or not. Yeah, and if you buy like 3, it'll give you a guarantee of one.
Oh,
Have you not seen these things?
no, I don't want to right now. This is so.
I'll just keep talking. I'll just show you pictures.
Speaking of Labubu's, and how horrible they look, check that out. I'm basically a natural. I want to address the elephant in the room. This is the ugliest movie ever made.
It's hideous.
It looks so bad. Like every second
like
that you
it.
watch this, it's like it shouldn't have. They should have done better. But I actually like it. Like it is genuinely horrible looking.
Do you see?
It's like
Do you
Teletubbies.
see?
It's like Teletubbies without the television in the tummy. Cool. Yes, I agree with you, Phil. This, I don't know if it was.
I like
you-
it because it looks like it's from a music video of the era.
Yes, it looks like this should have been a 3-minute music video.
Critically-
that was stretched into an almost 3-hour.
Critically,
movie.
I cannot condone this, but as a fan of that era, this looks like a Shinedown video.
The first scene, you don't even see his face. Like you cannot see him because everything else is so bright.
It feels like J.J. Abrams saw this movie and took all of the wrong lessons.
It's like a Michael Bay like Bloom thing, like the what are those called?
The lens flares.
Yeah, the lens flares just everywhere.
That's how you know it's the future. I understand what they're going for. They're trying to be like, this is the high-tech utopian future where murder doesn't happen in Washington, D.C.
But it's also like everything is super bright, so you still can't see anything as if it was super dark.
Now, see, I watched it with my sunglasses on, so I was
Like
fine.
Oh, that would be helpful.
this is a visual, like it is a visual metaphor. Like he did it for a reason, and the reason works. This movie is hideous,
Yeah.
and I don't care.
Also, like the technology in this movie is so stupid in such a fun way. There's a weapon you see once, and I do not understand what its purpose is
Oh, the sick-
because
are you
it
thinking
doesn't
the
seem
sick
to
stick?
work. Like it works, but it doesn't like stop the guy from fighting. The sick stick, like
Is
he
it-
just throws up and then he's fine.
Well, I assume it's because everyone, when they're doing that, that's when they slap you with the halo. It's
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
because they have the boom, sonic boom sound force guns later that are actually like super effective. I assume they'd use that if like there's actual like conflict. That's what cops who aren't these people use.
And their magazines are like flimsy plastic holograms instead
Yeah.
of like they would just be on iPads.
No, it's cyberpunk
I
as
think,
shit.
I think they would be moving images, but they would just be on iPads.
Well, in the cyberpunk setting of the RPG, they don't have that. They do have the flimsy things. You go to like a machine and you say which news you want, and then they like put out like a holographic paper that has it loaded on, and then you just throw it away because it's the future and everything sucks. And the litter's cool.
But it changes. This is like such a stupid nitpick, and it's why I enjoy it. But that guy is reading the newspaper in the scene on the subway, and then it changes to like show that John is running away or whatever. But if you were reading that and it changed, imagine how mad you would be.
I mean, I think that's a metaphor for 9/11. That's what 9/11 was like. Like I was in English class reading, and then a teacher came in and just turned on the television. And 9/11 was happening. It's the idea of tragedy suddenly being shown to you against your will.
The cars look stupid and dumb. The roads look really dumb. There's new drugs in this world called Neuroin,
Yeah,
which is
they invented the vape. They predicted the vape.
they did. That's actually kind of true. Except for these vapes, do we know what Neuroin does Is it just like heroin?
My guess is it's heroin more for the brain than the body.
I was picturing like gas station weed gummies.
I mean, I'm guessing it's some kind of well, we see I don't know if it was Neuroin exactly, but we see a version of when he like inhales the pill. So I assume it was like something like that.
Hey, yeah, but is he like, when he does that and he's watching those videos, is he like, does it make the connection closer? Like, is it more realistic to him watching these weird 3D videos?
I think he's
on the
just
drug?
tripping. I think it just makes it really cool
I
because
think-
you're
yeah.
so fucking high, and there's your wife you don't see anymore.
Well, I don't think it's tripping. I mean, it is. Well, I think it's more like, yeah, it just takes him out of his body.
Oh,
That,
also, that's-
like, I mean, it's what heroin does to people. It like takes you out of your physical experience completely, so that you don't have to think about anything going on.
Speaking of the videos and his like memories on the drugs and stuff, when he was yelling Sean, I'm not sure if either of you have played it. All I could think of was Heavy Rain.
Honestly, I completely forgot about that his son's name was Sean.
I
don't know how.
There's a guy who makes like narrative games. He made like the Detroit Become Human.
Sean!
Yeah, and
I've
you
played
press
it.
you press like X, and you're looking for your son. You go Sean. It says press X for Sean. You go Sean. And I was like, oh my god, this is where you got it from.
There was a Letterboxd review that described this as "What if Heavy Rain was good?" So like,
Yeah.
so like it makes
Okay.
sense.
Does his son in Heavy Rain go missing in at a public pool?
There's a lot of water involved. I'm not. It's not a pool
Well, that checks out.
because he puts them in like a hole in the ground, and then it rains, and they drowned.
Have we even? I mean, I don't know if people are able to like put it together. Have we even kind of said the plot of this movie?
Oh, the plot of the movie is that a man gets set up for murder, but they predict murder in the future.
Yes, there.
So
And he's a cop.
he's running from the cops. He is a cop before the murder happens, and him knowing that the murder is going to happen is what sets into place the murder happening.
And it's all predicted by 3 teenagers who's looked over by what I can only describe as a Discord mod.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He 100%
like,
calls them kitten.
I really like the scene where he is like, John, you've always been nice to me. I'm going to give you 2 minutes before I sound the alarms. And then when John comes back, but he's got the paralyzed face, and he's like, oh, hi, John. Everyone in this movie plays their parts like almost perfectly. And it just comes together in such a nice way.
I know. I love that. He gets creepier as it goes on.
That I think Danny Whitwer's the perfect example of that. Where at the beginning of the movie you hate him, 1, because he's a Fed. Immediately
Yeah.
you hate the Feds. But 2, because he's an asshole. And then by the end, you're like genuinely upset that he
Yeah, it turns out he's actually like a good cop and a good cop.
Yeah.
He's an amazing at his job, and he's actually like, you know what? Presented with the evidence, I was completely wrong. We need to stop chasing him. Something else is going on.
I mean, that emphasizes the whole point of this movie is that like you have the choice. Like if you know the outcome, then you can, to a certain extent, like choose a different outcome.
Yeah.
Danny does it without really trying. Lamar does it, and John does. Like all 3 of them build this whole thesis. I like it a lot.
Did John kill Crow, though?
No,
No.
Crow killed himself.
Crow killed himself with
Okay.
John's gun because Crow needed to die for his family to be okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. I guess, yeah, because he says the line, but the timer was off. I'm saying, like, is the precognition what actually happened, or did he change it just like ever so slightly?
I think he changed it ever so slightly.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it was purposeful or not, but I do think there is a certain like he changed the outcome and then he because he was playing along with the cognition, he didn't change it enough that like it just delayed the inevitable.
Yeah. And then Lamar shoots himself. There's a lot of suicide in this movie.
Yes. Lamar shoots himself because he can't live in a world where he was wrong. That's an oversimplification of what happened, but that is what happened.
Yeah.
Like, he would rather die and not see his legacy fall apart than live and live and watch his legacy fall apart. Like, it's weirdly framed as this like heroic act, but when you break down what actually happened, it's a very selfish thing.
He's because he couldn't live with his legacy being secure, but he's bad.
So he would rather die and be bad.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, all of the cops and Lamar try to frame it as this like huge sacrifice he made, but he didn't make any sacrifice. Like,
I think only he tries to frame it as a sacrifice.
maybe
Because he kills himself and immediately we get the epilogue.
John John has the looks like he's trying to portray visually, and at the end when he's like everything is shut down, he didn't like at all mention that like this was evil from the jump. Like, John truly kind of tried to frame it as like this man made this great sacrifice, or at least that's how maybe it's because even to the end he can't let himself believe that his mentor was like a truly evil person.
Yeah.
I mean, he's truly evil. I mean, like, super evil.
He keeps women in his basement. He keeps a teenage girl in his basement.
Oh, that's not his basement.
Yeah,
but they do
he
have
owns the
3 teens
building.
in a tub.
That's his precinct.
He's like the guy who's like in charge of it all.
He's the one who created the precog program.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he owns the building.
Well, it's effectively his basement. If I
Well,
create,
it doesn't
if
mean
I
he
create,
lives in it.
If I create a business and I'm still talking to everyone in the business and like I'm still involved, like I'm about to give a public speech on the business, and then they find women in the basement of that business, I think you can say they found women in the bottom of my business.
There's only one woman, actually.
You can't tell they have a head shaved.
She's the most gifted. Hey, if they spread it to the entire United States, which is a major plot point of the movie, are there going to be more precogs, or is it just going to be the 3?
That is a good question.
Working overtime.
Because they don't show the ability to make more.
No.
It's implied that it's kind of a genetic accident.
That they're the children of neuromanatics.
Yeah.
So I think he was just planning on getting a bunch of people addicted, a bunch of
And
pregnant
hoping
women.
it turns out the same way.
Yes, I think
Because you're
his
100% right.
plan-
Otherwise, it's literally going to be like, fuck go, boom, 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 boom. Just thousands of balls
he
coming
was
out.
just gonna create pregnant drug addicts.
Like, they barely got to that murder in time. Now they have to fly to, like, Los Angeles?
Yeah. So
Alternatively, since they have a 4 days heads up, they just say, you know what? Crimes of passion, we just can't touch those. We just don't have the response time. We only stop premeditated murders.
But it seems like a proximity thing, because they're like on an isolated place at the end. So like, I kind of thought that they could only see that area. I just don't understand.
There's a lot of logistical questions here.
So would it just be major metro? They would just set up. Hopefully, they would get a bunch of drug addict pregnant women and set them up in major metropolitan areas.
From what I know from,
or would every police force get one?
What I know from watching Fox News is that crimes only happen in cities, so that'd probably work out. There's no crime outside cities.
Oh, true.
Which has tons of it.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Yeah.
Does Danny, like Lamar says it, does Danny actually, you think, want John's job?
I think he wants to be involved with what's going on because he's part of the Justice Department. Outside of that, I don't think he's like, give me your specific desk. No.
Okay, then there's also that scene where he sits at John's desk and that one cop is like, hey, that's John's desk.
Which is wild because he's like the most wanted man in the city.
Yeah, he'll be back. Okay.
Your supposedly infallible system just said he's going to murder someone, and he's going to go to the thought prison.
Also, your infallible system didn't predict, like, I mean, I know it's because he created the system and messed with the system, but it didn't predict Danny Whitworth's death. That's, anyway.
Well, it didn't predict Danny's because they were missing a precog.
Because it was a crime of passion and Agatha was gone.
Yeah.
That's why Lamar is like, I don't hear any spiders. I don't hear...
I like the spiders. I
people
like that little technology
coming down.
thing.
I don't hear anything. You know why? And he's like, what are you talking about, dude? And he's like, because their precogs can't see anything right now. and then he shoots him.
So, I mean, it makes sense that it was a crime of passion. In my head, it was premeditated, which made it make less sense. Like, I know it was instant, but in my head, Lamar had just, like,
No,
planned
because
this
Lamar
whole
had
thing and
no
tricked
idea
them.
that he knew the thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. I guess I gave the villain more credit than the
No, he did like
you
one
deserve.
really smart thing, and everything else he's like, and that was like years ago.
Yeah, and he's flying by the seat of his pants
Yeah,
until then.
the events of the movie is him going, "Oh man,
Yeah, I guess I just thought the villain was smarter than he was.
no."
Do we think that lady that she said don't go home to, you think that lady was about to get murdered?
Or beaten, maybe.
Well,
Precogs don't
because-
stop domestic
well,
abuse.
I think she says he knows don't go home. See, I took it as he's going to leave you, not get murdered, but that's like, you know what? That's way too innocent for them to see. The thing is, I took this movie took this movie either way too innocently or gave it way too much street cred. But yes, you're probably, when you mention it, yes, you're probably right.
Also, shouts,
Yeah.
we haven't talked about him. Shouts out to the eye doctor. Very considerate man.
Yeah, dude, that scene is the only scene that when he wakes up and he goes to eat that sandwich, I have to like close my eyes.
Oh,
It's unfortunate it turned out that way for him, but they did make him like a sandwich
and good milk.
and good milk. They made him like a nice, that sandwich is a good looking
It
sandwich.
was a good. It's probably it's not. Is it top 5 of the pods?
I think it's up there. It's like a really good sandwich, and he gives him like a goodie bag of free drugs. This eye doctor's like,
Well, he paid for the drugs.
no, he
Yeah,
gives him
but
the
also
free.
he has
the face
every
thing.
reason
Oh, sure.
to hate John.
Yeah, I mean, he swore a Hippocratic oath.
Yeah, he like for a shady doctor, he's really good.
He had to treat him as if any other patient.
He's like
Yeah.
he's legitimately like, because so often in these movies when you get like the shady doctors, they're like, I'm gonna fuck you over somehow, or I'm bad at my job.
No.
And this guy's like, no, I sterilized all my equipment. You're not gonna get any fucking infections. I'm good at my job. I made you a sandwich. You can stay at my place till you can see again. Here's a timer. So here's some things to get you to the bathroom if you have to go.
I love that for the rest of the movie he has like visually
Yeah.
different eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't change. I mean, he loses them obviously, but he doesn't change them back. He
Yeah.
just like he has a stranger's eyes.
He has
forever.
Asian eyes now.
Yeah, he does.
This movie's also like has a lot of really good funny moments, which I think is good because Tom Cruise can be really funny. He's really good at bringing like the small funny moments in an action movie. Like when the eyes are rolling down the ramp, he's like, no, God, no. Like Tom Cruise is
And
funny.
He runs in a funny way in that
Tropic
scene
Thunder.
too.
Also,
Tropic Thunder, if anything, showcases how he's like really good at comedy.
okay, I don't like him in Tropic Thunder at all.
You don't like him in Tropic
Not
Thunder?
even kind of, and that's not a
Wow.
discussion I want to get into.
Woo!
I actually don't like Tom Cruise generally. He's just I find his acting style very annoying, but he is excellent in this movie. He's one of those that like 90% of the time I can't stand him, and then 10% of the time I'm like, I understand why people think he's the greatest actor
I like
alive.
how I get texts about my hot takes on this podcast. No one ever thinks, here's it has a ton of hot takes. They're just movie related, so they seem reasonable compared to me saying like Casey Anthony's hot and I don't care she murdered a child.
No, dude, I can't defend you on that one. I want to stand here and say like, oh, that I agree with Matthew on everything, but listen, I wanted to agree with you. I looked her up, and I just could not. I can't.
You got to remember, I'm older. She's closer to me in age, so yeah.
Okay,
I appreciate the
sure.
effort made, though. So I got a text last night. Someone's like, I just got to this episode. What the fuck? I'm like, what did I say? Oh, no, 100%. She's banging, dude.
For a man who has so many running sequences just in this movie, but in his entire career, the man runs so goofy. Like, the man
that's
doesn't
how he
run
runs.
like a normal human. And then the fact that he teaches his kid how to run.
He
and
runs fast.
And the
He's
kid
fast.
runs goofy.
It's working.
Okay.
Tom Cruise is like really fast, actually.
No, you have to put your
Well,
keep
he's
your
like
knees up. Keep your
5'4".
knees
He's
up.
aerodynamic.
But he has shorter legs. So
He-
people don't run faster because although they go through the air quicker, they have tinier legs.
No, he's got that Conan O'Brien build. He's all legs at 5'4".
Your son is running track at university. He gets a girl pregnant. He's asking her to marry him.
yeah. Well, yeah, 23, right? That's when they have the baby.
I'm gonna start saying I'm
Yeah.
a precog and finding grieving parents
Also-
and just telling them about how they're right now their dead kid would be knocking someone up.
They need to re-release this movie in 2 years for the 25th anniversary because I need to hear Agatha scream run. I think it will change me.
You heard it.
Right? But like
You want like an IMAX.
I want it in IMAX.
That's like I get it because like the worms in Dune I think are really good audio effects, but in IMAX it changed me being there as the worm.
Yeah.
We couldn't drive home for a bit after the movie because we'd been so wormed by the IMAX experience.
I think, yes, listening to Agatha be like, John, you have to run. You have to run.
Just scream.
Just screaming it. Like, I will be a different I'll be a better person.
She's a real one, by the way, Agatha.
Yeah.
She's a bro.
Takes
Takes her out of her wet pod and she's like, I'll help you all the time.
I like that when she says, "Is it now?"
Yeah, that's a really good line. That's a really good line. That's a haunting
Yeah.
line.
This movie is so goofy in premise that it almost has to take itself so seriously. You need like human moments like that for this movie even to like stand a
See, now
chance.
there's a woman that
on,
knows
like-
when she's going to be pregnant.
Yeah, I mean probably never, right?
I don't know. Maybe she finds someone.
No, they're secluded forever to avoid the visions.
They're secluded then. Maybe they find a lover. Yeah.
And the only
They always drop one doctor
This-
just in case.
Yeah. This movie suffers, if it suffers at all, it suffers from the late era Spielberg problem of it ends 4 times. With that being said, every ending rules. And so I'm so happy, like every ending.
What are the 2 other endings? Tell me all the endings.
He gets haloed.
Getting haloed and then having a different epilogue, but like getting haloed could have been the dark ending. Him shooting himself and then immediately cutting could have been the ending, and then the epilogue could have ended twice. He had 2 separate epilogues.
yeah, that's true.
Each of those could have been their
Yeah,
own.
no, he knocked his wife up.
Like,
And-
Agatha
listen,
told him.
it doesn't bother me. I think it's just because the first 2 hours and 15 minutes ish of this movie is so tight that the last 15 minutes feel rushed.
He called Agatha. He's like, when do I
it
fuck my
rips.
wife to have a kid? And she's like, August 18th at 2 p.m. If you come then, a baby will be made.
okay. Anyway, yeah, that's.
I like the message you can just replace your dead son with a new kid. That's
No,
progressive.
they're not replacing. They're not replacing Sean.
That's how I read
They're
it.
building a hope for the future.
Yeah, by replacing the dead son.
No, they're not replacing their dead
They can
son.
move on.
They're having another child as a symbol of like them
not
like,
having a dead kid.
oh my god, you're so annoying. You're so on this particular topic only. It's only about kids that you get this obtuse about. It's so annoying. It's maybe it's just because I care about kids too much and I love kids, but it's not about replacing their dead kid. It's about rekindling and a hope for a future. Listen,
With a living kid.
yes, but it's not to replace their dead. Listen, I have my own issues with having children, and like I don't know what blah blah blah. But like I can admit that like it is an act of defiance and it is an act of defiant hope. And
I like when you get this heated about kids and you're like, I love kids, and then you raise your hand like you're like a Baptist preacher. Like talking about the glory of God. You can't see it though, but he's like he has his hand up like a
in
Baptist
many ways
preacher
it
in the
is
pulpit.
representative
He's like, I love
of
kids.
Okay.
I love kids.
Listen, I don't know if I want to be a dad. I do eventually plan on leaving Geneva for a celebrity single mom and becoming a stepdad, but that's not for like
Which celebrity?
we
Are
don't
there
know
celebrity
yet.
single moms?
There's
Fam-
going to be.
There's got to be one. I just don't know. But
Yeah, I mean, they're not single moms for long because people swoop in.
technically, Casey Anthony's
Kelly
a single
Clarkson?
mom. Kelly
Any-
Clarkson would be a good pick.
Anyway,
I like her music a lot.
Anyway,
Dude, you should totally leave Geneva for Kelly Clarkson. That'd be rad as hell.
I love kids and I hate when you get like this. This is end point. End of my end. I'm done. Goodbye.
Do you guys think it's kind of weird how they replace Sean at the end?
Phillip, no.
I think it's progressive. I think it shows that they've healed because they were so hung up on their dead kid, but then they realized that they could replace him, which shows it's the character growth.
It's
showing
not
that there's
about
You're right.
replacing
You're
the
right.
kid.
Matthew, you're actually right. It
Thank
is
you.
like a defiant.
Yeah,
act
he's let go of the
hope.
past.
You're right.
He's let go of the past, and in a defiant moment of hope, realizes he can replace his kid and have a future.
Not about now. You're so close, and I know you're doing it on purpose just to wind me up. But like,
I mean, Philip agrees with me. You're outnumbered here. I think we're right. I think that you seeing this as like a bad thing is not hopeful. It's kind of weird.
no, I'm seeing it as hopeful. I'm seeing it as the moving forward because they feel like they've healed, that they can try again, knowing
With a new kid.
Sure, with a new kid, not replacing their old one. And at no point is the argument that this will be a new child. Like, actually, that's exactly the argument. This will be a new child.
Yeah, old child's
What if,
gone.
yeah, but what if they name it Sean but spelled the other way?
What if his name is Sean but spelled the exact same way?
I will personally go to Steven Spielberg's house and punch him in
And
the
then they
face.
show all the videos and they're like, this is you.
Move on. Pick another topic. Figure out something else you want to talk about this movie. I'm so annoyed right now. I love kids and I hate when you get like this.
Yeah, she's pregnant at the end.
And you know what's upsetting? She's not just going to open up like a pelican and the baby's going to drop out.
Seriously,
It's going to be gross.
we gotta figure this out.
They should give
this
me
whole
$1
pregnancy
billion.
thing.
To rewrite human genetic code.
Not to pay people. I think that was Epstein who was doing that, right? Was Epstein the guy who was like giving billions of dollars to like Harvard people?
Yeah, the island?
No, he like not the island. Like it was one of his side projects where he was spending-
Harvard. I thought
Yeah,
you said
no.
Harbor.
No,
I'm like,
Harvard.
yes, he was getting paid billions to Harvard.
where he was like
people.
trying to create a super child.
Sure, probably.
I want that to be.
I think
I want
if
that to be
in
me,
any
but without the
world-
kids.
If in any world they could make the pelican situation happen, it's this movie.
Maybe. I mean, we don't see birth. It might happen in this movie. I like to imagine it does.
Yeah, that's true. We never see anyone give birth in this movie, so we can't rule it out.
We see death, but no new life.
You know,
It's a
we don't see the
metaphor.
tummy kind of move forward as the baby slides out. It's like, whoop.
Go watch it. There's a lot of people who die in this movie. I'm gonna spoil every death right now. So let's see. Danny Whitworth gets shot by Lamar Burgess, and then at the end, Lamar Burgess shoots himself because his empire is about to crumble. And who else dies? Let's see.
I think Sean technically dies.
Well, Sean definitely
Yeah.
he dies, but it's kind of left ambiguous. Crow dies for sure.
You see
That's-
you see a vision of that one woman dying.
And Lively.
That
No, and Lively dies. The woman in the beginning of the movie,
but
she doesn't
die.
actually
but she doesn't
die.
actually die. Yeah,
Anyway,
that's the whole premise of the movie. Is that she doesn't.
do you have any thoughts, Matthew?
You know, I think with some tweaks you could make the system work, but I would have to do it. I think I could make it work.
Did you want to do
Don't
something?
kidnap children.
Yeah, that should be your closer. Do you?
I think it should be a 9 to 5. I think if the precogs were 9 to 5, you need 6
Oh,
of them.
then it'd be okay.
You need 6 of them though, because some of them would have to be like 5 to 9
Yeah.
or three shifts. So you need 9 precogs to create a rotating shift system of precogs.
Clocking in for my precog job.
Would you? What's apparently like there? We see like all the precog cops. Who's doing it when they're asleep?
Also,
We don't see a night
but they
shift.
explicitly say that like first off you would have to get a bunch of women drug addict pregnant, but
Easy.
The plant lady also says that they're the only 3 survivors.
Yeah.
So
You need to
not
get a
only-
lot of
Yeah,
lot of
yeah. So not only are you getting a lot of drug addict women pregnant, you're expecting 90% of the kids to die.
That's a sacrifice I'm
You're-
willing to make for
you're
this
expecting
country.
Oregon Trail level deaths.
Yeah.
In 2054.
Yeah.
Wait, do we know this place takes place in 2054?
It's around then. It says
Okay.
It says in the beginning. It says the date.
I have the short story. I just never got around to reading it. But this is a Philip K. Dick classic.
So let's get some Harlan Ellison on the screen too. Let's just start adapting their works.
I
I mean, all is like he wrote. Did he write? I wrote. No, I wrote. But I was like a bad.
Asimov, right?
Yeah,
That's Asimov. Yeah, he wrote to Android's Dream of Electric
Yeah,
Sheep,
that's what I
which
was
is
thinking
Blade
of.
Runner.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah. If you want to follow us on Instagram, Two Men Movie Podcast at Instagram, .com. Don't do that. That won't take you anywhere you want to go. If you want to email us, no, I have no fan fiction bounties for this week.
No, I mean, I didn't think you would.
Yeah.
I think
If you're gonna put in the effort
if
to
you
make
want
me,
the pre-con,
if you're gonna write Matthew X Tom Cruise's wife, I'll give you $1 for your effort. But it's been by no means wanted. We now have a store with merch.
we do.
Yeah.
See, this is shit that you need to keep me informed.
That's how I messaged you.
You did not.
I swear to God, I told you we had a store.
No, you said that you got drunk and bought a new logo.
Yeah, I bought a new logo and we have a store.
Oh, is this the Walrus?
Yeah, the Walrus. You can buy our show logo or the much superior Drunk Matthew making a purchase Walrus
Listen,
logo on a
I
T-shirt.
agree. I think that the Drunk Walrus works better as a merch drop than it does for the official logo because it has nothing to do with the show.
We're all about walruses.
Okay.
Since episode 1, this has been
that's Marvin the movie
explicitly pro Walrus.
Oh, so we're
Podcast.
we're just creating a mascot character now.
Yeah, he's Marvin the movie walrus. He says, "Come watch movies with me, Marvin.
So
Eat up my popcorn, child, and enjoy a movie."
Anyway,
But
we
he-
have a store now. Apparently, Matthew doesn't tell me shit.
I'll put in the show. I'll put in the show link in the description. It's also because Redbubble's website URL is terrible. You go to redbubble.com/people/tmmp-store. You can buy our logo. There's 3 versions of it because you had to have 6 designs and I only had 2. So I made 1 grayscale and 1 negative.
You're insane.
So you can buy our show logo normally, negative grayscale. The walrus normally, negative grayscale. No, it's 5. So you can only buy the walrus in grayscale. There's no negative walrus. He's only good. And there's like mugs too.
Yeah.
If you want to find me, you can find me at Midwest_magician, where I just post plastic men, really.
You can find me on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Lemonade at harrisonpool.com, HARRISON.
Oh, YouTube, Two Men and a Movie podcast.
HARRISONPOOLEDOTCOM, harrisonpool.com. Follow me on Letterboxd at HDPOOLE124.
I also made a store for Harrison merch. You can find it at pool-merch on Redbubble.
I hope to God that's not true.
Just shirts with your face on it.
Phillip, where can they find you?
You can find me on pretty much everything by looking up my name, Phillip Arledge. That's Phillip with 1 L. And you can find me on Letterboxd with my gamer tag, which is Freaks and Geeks. But instead of spelling Freaks and Geeks normally, it's EKES for both of those words.
Just like Timothy Chalamet, better known as Master Controller 360.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Tristan Hostetter for our theme music. Listen to his bands Natural Health and Tonight with Vince. Thank you, Phillip, for doing this. For real. I heard that Ethan texted me that you didn't know that you were going to do this before I asked you, because I asked Matthew to message you and then he straight up didn't.
I don't remember you asking me that.
And so I kind of thought that he did. But thank you for agreeing to do this.
No,
I'm
anytime
not a type A
you need a
person.
third man.
Awesome.
What was I about to say? Oh, whatever the ads that played during this episode were, buy them. I was going to say don't buy them, but I don't.
Listen to all our ads. Buy our Walrus t-shirt. Buy Marvin.
Yeah.
You all know Marvin. You love Marvin. He's been here since day 1.
It's actually pretty cool because Matthew doesn't text me to tell me that I'm going to be on the podcast, but he will when he makes a new logo.
Yeah. I didn't like. Do you like the Walrus? It's contentious.
It wasn't contentious. I like the walrus. Anyway, not the point. Thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week for Mel's return. We're going to watch X-Men First Class, the only other movie she's seen.
Oh, let's go. I just watched that.
I have not seen it.
It's the
Dude,
only
that
movie she's ever
is
seen.
so good.
All her reference. She thought Gary Oldman was Francis Bacon. This is a recurring issue she she has.
Anyway.
And she once named an actor, and I couldn't figure out who it was, and I just looked through the cast list of First Class because I knew he was in that movie.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Tune in next week. So long and good night.
Hugs and kisses.
Oh, and just like a Spielberg movie, this podcast has ended 3 times.
This is Matthew and Harrison's Two Men in a Movie. It's not what it sounds like.